The mountain that you are climbing may not always be the same as everyone else's mountain. Your mountain is different. How you climb it depends on how you perceive it. The journey can be deep and vast and as far as the ocean meets the eye. Or it can be closer to home where you are in your most comfortable place. There will be trial and error, success and failure, but ultimately it is up to you to perceive how far and where that journey takes you. There are moments when I felt strong, high and mighty, and even powerful and in control, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. I was on top of the world. But then there came times when I would get setbacks that would cause physical distress. That physical distress would lead into mental health distress that would cause psychosomatic problems that could affect my lifestyle, even my way of life, and emotionally and mentally tear me down. The past is not there to hinder me or you or anyone else. It's there to remind us of where we're headed, not where we're at, but it's where we're going. It may not always be the journey that we want to have or where we want to go, but it's there to remind us of just how far we've come. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, no one's going to remember this 100 years from now anyways. My past is a self-reflection of just how hard I have strived to overcome many of the challenges I've had in life. Many of those that look glamorous now were not so glamorous back then. You'll never know my pain unless you've heard it from me or experienced it yourself. That mountain was really hard for me to climb. Things I had experienced in my childhood, coming from a broken home and overcoming many of the obstacles I faced in life, even getting in trouble as an adolescent teen, being locked up, being incarcerated, coming out of that, and then having to carry the weight of that on top of me for the next 10 to 20 years. Always worried about someone looking over my shoulder or getting in trouble because of my past experiences. That was a hard mountain for me to climb. I chose to take a different path, an adventure, so to say. Fitness was my first place to go to. Fitness is what got me into being a healthy and fit person, but little did I know about the physical problems that were affecting me, not only mentally, but emotionally. I had a lot of post-traumatic stress, you could say, from my childhood experiences, but I chose fitness and staying in shape to maintain a sense of confidence and competence in myself. I coached other people and trained other people for many years as a fitness instructor. It's one of the few jobs you can have when you're a convicted felon for many years, as well as being a mechanic, of course. I enjoyed doing the boot camps. I enjoyed torturing people, so to say. But more so, I enjoyed feeling good about myself and having confidence in myself. I felt good when I was able to feel strong and mighty, because that was something I was still trying to overcome, coming from someone who overdosed on drugs and alcohol multiple times when I was a teenager, before I was even 21 years old. So fitness became part of a way of life for me. And still today, anywhere I can, I try to find a place that I can just exercise, whether it's functional training or resistance training. You would never know that I have multiple herniated discs and ruptured disc in my back and in my neck, and degenerative disc disease, arthritis in my hip. I've got severe stages of arthritis in my left hip from skateboarding for almost 25 years, most of my life. So fitness has become something that has empowered me to do more than just maintain. It's also a part of self-gratitude, and it's also a good thing for my mental health as well. It helps me out whenever I get upset, worried, really anxious or depressed. I count on just working out, increasing that dopamine and get my body moving a bit. And of course, coaching other people along the way to live a healthy and fit lifestyle. It's also what gives me the strength to overcome many of the obstacles that I face in life that I may not be capable of doing. Of course, you saw some of the before photos there when I was younger, and you'll see some more of when I was in my late teens and early 20s to mid 20s. I was in really good shape. I still strive to stay in really good shape. But again, the herniated discs, the protruding discs, the arthritis, even the broken bones and injuries I had from skateboarding would never account for where I am today. And I remember just how far I've come, how hard I've worked to maintain a fit and healthy lifestyle. Granted, I do love my sweets, but it has helped me to overcome many of the challenges in life. On top of being a fitness instructor and taking on fitness, being a mechanic is what really was my next stepping stone. I had started working on vehicles at a very young age with my stepfather because he saw something in me that no one else did, and I feel like it allowed me to be creative but also use my mind and body even when I feel distressed. I even started my own business multiple times, and I'm still operating as a mechanic going on almost 20 years alongside being a fitness instructor. Being a mechanic also taught me how to be an entrepreneur, which led into teaching diesel mechanics. I taught automotive and diesel mechanics privately for a while as well. It was hard work to get to that point. It's one thing to be a technician and say you're a master mechanic, but it's another thing to teach other people. Mobile jobs helped me be prepared to be a entrepreneur and be good at diagnosing. There were some good times and some bad times. Sometimes I just shook my head and said, what am I getting myself into? There was literally no type of vehicle that I had never not worked on. I've seen pretty much any type of repair you can think of. A lot of this stemmed from my past. I was a convicted felon as a teenager, and I carried that on into my adult life, so I had to find jobs that were suitable for me. And being a mechanic and a fitness instructor and a coach were options that I took. It was what it was available to me, so I made the best out of it. I'm good with tools. I'm good with my hands. I'm good with diagnosing. I'm very analytical. I take my time. And if I don't know, I'll be honest and transparent with other people about it. I love being a mechanic, but it has definitely taken a toll on my body. And that's what's helped push me into a future career working in mental health. No, I'm not perfect, and I'm not the best mechanic out there. There are definitely better technicians, but I've tried to do the best that I can with what I had available to me. I had to carry this burden because I had this past that was always on my back. This past of, you're no good, you are a failure, you made mistakes in life. You committed crimes in your teenage life because you lived in a rough area, or because you overdosed on drugs, because you were always involved with the wrong crowd, doing drugs, breaking into people's homes, breaking into vehicles, whatever the case was. I had to carry that with me. And it's not an easy burden to carry, especially when you look at how much I strive to overcome that image of myself by doing something honorable, fixing people's vehicles, coaching people to live a healthy and fit lifestyle, and trying to not allow the past to be part of who I am today.
It don't work that way.
No, it's not a reflection of who I am today.
And break some lines
And as I've
like
done
that.
a lot of difficult jobs in life, sometimes I look back and think, wow, those jobs are kind of like me. They look good on the outside, but on the inside they are really hurting. There's a lot of pain, and there's a lot of suffering there. But I've used that to be a stepping stone, to be a better person. You'll always find me with a wrench in my hand, or a tool, or something to help pave the way to be better. I'm finishing my master's degree, and I have an undergrad in counseling psychology, but still today the proudest accomplishment I have was just getting my high school diploma. Not a GED, but a high school diploma. I worked very hard for that, and at times when I was working on that, I was even homeless. But I worked very hard to strive to better myself because I know that one day it would lead to future opportunities. Even right now, as you have been watching and listening, you are only seeing a glimpse of my past, my future, and my present. And I say my future because my journey is still going. I'm hoping that my journey and this story will help inspire other people to come out and realize that they're not the only ones, that I can inspire other people to share their stories. No, you're not the only one who has been through some things. We all have, and I can appreciate that. I really do. My journey is just one of many. I'm going to continue to post other videos describing and talking about some of the things I've experienced in life, and I hope you can connect with those as you're listening, following. I'm not looking for followers. I'm just looking to spread the word about my own story, my own message, but to help inspire other people to not feel alone in this world. My journey is one of many, and I hope you can become part of it.